Good evening, Belize. Tonight, if you're a public officer, your fingerprint may soon clock you in, but the PUSSU is asking, what happens to your data? A war of words at the highest levels of government as the PSU president takes aim at the Prime Minister. A new boss at KHMH promises change. Can she rebuild confidence at the nation's referral hospital? In Dangriga, a search for a missing delivery man ends in heartbreak, raising fresh concerns about a disturbing pattern. And in Corazal, a young man fights to recover after a late-night gun attack. These are the stories shaping your night. News 5 starts now.
Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings of the First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. exclusively on Greater Belize Media. The Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings every Sunday at 8 a.m. on Greater Belize Media.
Protect your motor, secure your property. Oh yeah, home protector insurance got you covered, you see. Covered, you see. From motor to property and even marine. We'll keep you safe no matter where you've been. No matter where you've been, no matter where you've been. Get the peace of mind that only we can bring. Oh yeah. With our insurance, you will never fret or sing. Never fret or sing. We offer bonds and so much more. So much more. Home protector insurance, we got what you're looking for. What you're looking for. Secure your
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. A new system is quietly changing how public officers report for work, and it's already stirring debate. The government of Belize is rolling out a new human resource management system that includes biometric time and attendance devices in ministries and departments nationwide. Officials say the transition to Neo-People is a step toward a more modern and efficient public service, but union leaders aren't all convinced. Public Service Union President Dean Flowers is raising concerns about worker consultation, data privacy, and employee rights. We spoke with him about why this rollout is meeting resistance from union leadership.
The primary concerns as it relates to this initiative by the Ministry of Finance primarily stems from the fact that there has been absolutely, or there was no consultation with the Public Service Union of Belize on this matter. Why was there supposed to be consultation? Because the law says that anything that you will do that attempts to change the terms and conditions of service for public officers, there has to be a conversation, and this is a new initiative being introduced that will affect how public officers are managed, and that can be weaponized if it is that it will be guided by algorithms that we don't know who will write. The Minister of Public Service would have attempted and tried to diminish our concern to simply clocking in and clocking out. And as you would have seen from the circular memorandum, it goes beyond that. It goes to managing the entire P file of public officers by a third party.
What's a P file?
The P file is your whole life in terms of your employment letter, your letter of offer, your salary, whether you're taking out loans, your bank letters, where those go, your appraisal, your discipline, your sick leave paper, anything. If you're perhaps requesting assistance for any underlying conditions, or if you're requesting employee assistance, if you're enrolled there, So. Your entire life is then documented in that P file, and so we have to ensure that our data rights are protected. Now, the very introduction of the circular in and of itself also suggests that there is considerable breach of the Data Protection Act. The Data Protection Act gives subjects which are public officers and any other person whose data is being managed, certain rights. And it also requires consent.
The battle over the government's new HR system is moving out of the office and edging closer to the courtroom. The Public Service Union says it is now escalating its challenge to the rollout of neo-people, warning that legal action is on the table over what it describes as a troubling lack of transparency. After formally requesting details under the Freedom of Information Act, ranging from how the system was procured to who has access to sensitive employee data, PSU President Dean Flowers says the union has hit a wall. According to Flowers, key questions about the contract, data protections, and safeguards for public officers remain unanswered. With frustration mounting, he says the union is prepared to let a judge decide whether the government is obligated to come clean.
From a financial standpoint, it is also a concern because we were not made privy, or we have not seen any tender documents. We don't know if this contract was entered into from a competitive bidding process or from an invitation, a limited tender process. We don't know. Which raises the biggest question: what will it cost us? The rumors have it that it will cost us, to maintain such a system, almost $3 million a year. If it is costing us almost $3 million a year, which is $14 per public officer for 12 months at 17,000 public officers, for how long will the taxpayers of Belize have to pay the maintenance of this $3 million a year? For how long? How long is the duration of the contract? What is the content of the contract? Who owns the data? Will the data be held hostage when the government does not wish to renew with the provider? As we speak, Paul, the Financial Secretary is in breach of the Freedom of Information Act where this matter is concerned. We would have written to him for disclosure, and he would have allowed the time to expire. So the only recourse we have is to the Ombudsman. Well, we already know how this administration feels about the Ombudsman, because they ensured that they removed the Ombudsman by not renewing his contract because he was doing his job. So now our other recourse is judicial review. So we will have to take the Financial Secretary to the courts for disclosure, and we've gotten that approval, and so that matter is now with our attorneys.
We'll continue to follow this story as it develops to find out if court proceedings will yield favorable results for the PSU's information request. The fallout over immigration officers posted to the western border is intensifying tonight. Officers placed on administrative leave after calling in sick are now challenging that decision, and at least one has hired an attorney, signaling this dispute may be headed for a legal showdown. And today, Public Service Union President Dean Flowers is adding fuel to the fire, warning of serious breaches of due process and administrative procedure in how this case is being handled.
From day one, when I saw the two letters, and just for clarity, it was 8 officers that were placed on administrative leave. 8 officers who were ill for differing periods within a specific timeline. On the same day, they gave them the administrative leave letter. Within 1 minute, they gave them a very accusatory letter, which in my humble opinion, I'm no liar, but in my humble opinion, seeks to malign their character. And as I heard one attorney says, it does impugns certain mischaracterization of the public officer when you accuse him of sabotage. Now that letter, because the Honorable Karim Musa would have said, well, nobody name get called. Well, guess what? People name get called in that letter, and that letter was circulated amongst administrative staff and other ministries and departments, including the Ministry of Public Service, and as we would have seen, it's now on the media. Well, this letter gone from straight administration, and in the same minute or the same breath to say, I suspect that you're sabotaging and I will be recommending your dismissal. Clear breach of the administrative procedure. And so from day one I would have said that. I would have said, man, who does this? Bearing in mind that the Immigration Department has a full-time legal counsel and a full-time minister that is a trained attorney.
The president of the Public Service Union, Dean Flowers, has fired back at recent remarks made by Prime Minister John Bresenio, who questioned why the union does not seek to work more closely with the government. The PM's remarks came after reporters questioned him about the sick out. Flowers rejected the Prime Minister's claim that he is aligned with the United Democratic Party, insisting that such comments are an attempt to politicize legitimate concerns raised by the PSU over the treatment and rights of public officers. Flowers say PM Bresenio needs to grow up.
Every time, Paul, there is an infringement on public officers' rights, because they have not infringed my right. If they ever infringe my right, I know exactly where to go. Every time they infringe public officers' rights, which I have a right as the president to defend, I would first of all write the Bresenio administration to say, you are infringing people's rights, or this policy decision we are not consulted on and it has implications on public officers. The Prime Minister, or the holder of the office of the Prime Minister, I would prefer to refer to him, the current holder of the office of the Prime Minister, is one of those persons who I don't think has ever responded to a singular letter of concern from the Public Service Union. So how dare he says that I need to work with his administration to confuse the Belizean people and to not address the issues as they're presented to him factually. Well, his quickest tool is to pretend that he's in the circus called the House of Representatives, make it political. Oh, you know what? He's complaining because he's not a people. Well, guess what? I voted for my area rep in 2020, and I say that with no shame. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about, and he needs to grow the hell up and be a prime minister rather than to behave like one immature boy from Range Rock. That I have to say it like that, because that's how he's conducting himself.
Flowers says he will continue to hold the Bresenio administration accountable where issues of reported injustices arise, and will be monitoring the outcome of the administrative actions against the immigration officers closely. After the break, more girls, more tech, and a movement picking up momentum.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Friends, what a wonderful word. A great man was once asked what the secret to his success was, and he replied, I had a friend. My wife and I have reared 4 children. We were blessed with a nurse, a preacher, a teacher, and a lawyer. As we sought to give guidance to them, I would often say, 2 of the greatest assets you will ever possess will be friends and a good credit rating. With these 2 things, one can endure life's greatest difficulties. This is so beautifully illustrated in the film, It's a Wonderful Life. Mr. Potter, the banker, had money but used it as a club. He took advantage of an accident to bring George Bailey to the point of despair and suicide. But it is prevented by the intervention of an angel. The most moving moment comes when his friends in town join together to relieve his financial emergency and express their gratitude for George Bailey. Mr. Potter, frustrated and hated, is left alone with his money. The moral of the story is nobody is ever poor when he has friends. Friends are forever, and that is why the Bible says that Jesus is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. He wants to be your friend today. Why not open the door and invite him in? Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Walk, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy. and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about signal, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you been in the kitchen.
Mama going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep me the coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think more to eat.
You know the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You to charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
A renewed sense of optimism is taking hold at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. Stepping into one of the most scrutinized leadership roles in the country, the new KHMH CEO, Shireen Reyes, says she's already feeling the weight and the support of a nation watching closely. In her first interview since taking office on April 1st, Reyes acknowledges the challenges he's inherited, from low staff morale to strained relationships within the hospital. For Reyes, the path forward starts with fixing the work environment, improving communication, and ensuring staff feel heard and supported. At the same time, she's pushing to rewrite the negative narrative that has overshadowed the nation's only tertiary level hospital by pointing to its cutting-edge services, life-saving care, and the more than 700 staff members committed to serving Belizeans.
I feel blessed and grateful for the confidence shown to me, not only by the staff here at KHMH, but also by the country as a whole, because we've all seen the like, share, comments, and support prayers that the nation has been given since my appointment. Boosting morale starts with fixing the environment in which people work. Our team are committed, but they need the right system, resources, and structures to perform effectively. My focus will be on addressing operational challenges, improving communication, and ensuring that accountability across all levels. When staff feels that their issues and concerns are being heard, I believe that is what it takes to boost morale. There's a lot of positive coming out of KHMH that we do plan on highlighting in the upcoming months, and like, we have the best CT in the country. We have our oncology unit that people are ringing the bell downstairs. There are people walking away from this institution with a second brand renew of health. There are people walking away from this institution. Prayers have been answered. We have our surgeons that does the best care here. We have our nurses, our entire staff, the 700 plus of us. We are here to serve, and our mantra is, we take care of you. That is what we're here to do. That is what we want the public to know, that we are here to take care of you.
Reyes says rebuilding trust won't happen overnight, but she's confident that with the right systems, support, and a renewed focus on patient care, KHMH can once again become an institution Belizeans are proud of. And after years of strained relations between management and staff, there are early signs of a reset at the KHMH Memorial Hospital. Newly appointed CEO Shireen Reyes is already at the table with the hospital's new union leadership, led by President Roy Briceño, in what both sides are describing as a productive first meeting. With staff morale at a low point and long-standing issues still unresolved, there's a cautious optimism that is a more open, collaborative approach and a willingness to listen on both sides could mark a turning point for KHMH. News 5 Shane Williams sat down with Roy Briceño for his first interview since assuming leadership of the KHMH Authority Union.
We had our first meeting yesterday with the CEO because myself was elected in October, so I had a long waiting for the selection of this new CEO. So we met yesterday and it was very amicable. We discussed many issues that we have, and she agreed that we will return to the table. We will be discussing those issues and see how we can raise staff morale, because morale is quite low right now at KHMH, and that's something both of us as the union and management will work on to eradicate. What we definitely encourage is upwards mobility, so that's definitely a plus. And knowing Ms. Reyes, she have always maintained an open door policy, and so the staff was very receptive in knowing that she was named as the new CEO. And likewise with union was okay, knowing that upwards mobility, and it's someone, we know someone who is definitely open and amicable and willing to settle with staff here.
Now, describe staff morale for us at this moment. You said it was very low. What have you seen as president?
The relationship, I don't think, was there with the union and the past management or the CEO, I must say. So, you know, that is what made the situation a bit tense, and that trickled down to the staff. So my new objective going in, and the new executive, is definitely having a much more closer relationship with management to allow that space for us to move on, to understand each other, to work with each other, so that they may trickle down to the staff and my membership, so that we can get what we need and improve the service of KHMH.
On Monday, we'll bring you both sides of the new leadership at the KHMH Memorial Hospital. CEO Shireen Reyes tackles unusual challenges, from managing staff caught up in U.S.-Cuba tensions to ongoing union demands for a 20% wage increase. Belize is once again putting the spotlight on girls in technology as the Lead Like a Girl initiative returns for its fourth year, bigger than ever. 140 students from 35 high schools across the country are taking part, exploring opportunities in ICT and building the skills needed to thrive in a digital world. News 5 Shane Williams has this report.
From a small idea to a nationwide movement, the push to get more girls into technology is gaining serious momentum. Marking International Girls in ICT Day, this year's program highlights just how far the initiative has come, now reaching more students and making a bigger impact than ever before. Ministry of Education, Science and Technology Director Namrita Balani says the expanding program reflects rising interest among young women and a clear effort to ensure they aren't left behind as tech careers continue to grow.
2 years ago, we launched the pledge, how you could expose, how you could encourage, and how you could support girls in tech. We worked with the pledges divided into the 4 C's, how you could do it from your couch, your community, your company, and your country. From your couch, simple things like sharing a post, being here, volunteering, to more detailed ones with the country to support. So I think with the scholarship offer that Minister Fonseca has approved, that is how the country is supporting with the ICT scholarship offers as well. So it's nice to see how it's growing. We have the student who was a guest speaker, Celeste Garcia, whose father is a tech guy, and she said that she was exposed early, but she didn't think of it as a field until she came to events like this, and she saw, she's been participating for the past 3 years. This year she's volunteering, and she's enrolling into UB.
Key partners, including UNICEF Belize, are also working to inspire participants to think beyond today and into the future. Country Representative Sajid Ali's challenge to participants is to become the world's next great innovators.
I think it's important. Digital tech and transformation is very important because we have seen and there's data to show that more boys are using it and the digital technology and as compared to girls, especially from the age of 15 to 24. And job opportunities or career opportunities are enhanced when you use digital technologies. My message was to believe in themselves. There's nothing that cannot be achieved. We are all here. Whoever has succeeded or been moving on in their career has believed in themselves, of course with a little support from others and of technology. So they should continue to believe in themselves and to support, get the support of others in this field, because they will be the next leaders, they will be the next innovators, they will be the next decision makers for this country and in the world.
That message is already resonating with past participants who are now going on to pursue careers in the field. Participating in past Lead Like a Girl challenges inspired Celeste Garcia to pursue a university degree in tech, and now she's encouraging others to embrace the experience this year.
This is a learning experience, and this event is all about you guys. Give it a chance. Maybe a competition you partake in sparks a passion in you never knew you had. I had no idea how much I love coding until I actually explored it. We need more girls in IT. So it doesn't matter what you know. If you like anything about these games that we play today, please don't hesitate to pursue those interests. Every girl in here, I'm sure, is smart and talented and has something amazing to offer. Each one of you girls is meant to be here. So have fun, experiment, and most importantly, lead like a girl.
Coming up, why the National Bus Company may already be behind, but first, here's tonight's weather forecast from the National Met Service.
Change is taking shape every day. It all starts with Game Changers. Investing in modern transport, better health infrastructure, renewable power for all, digital transformation, and more opportunities for a brighter future, the European Union's Global Gateway Initiative is unlocking new potential. Game Changers are bringing this to life. Game Changers, empowering the future. Follow the EU in Belize to meet the Game Changers.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours.
Here's what's coming up on Monday, April 20th on Open Your Eyes. From global partnerships to local innovation, Canada's High Commissioner to Belize joins us on the couch as they mark 5 years of strong Canada-Belize relations. After that, Canada CARICOM Expert Deployment Program continues to build capacity across the region for countries just like Belize. Next, we sit with the Belize Film Commissioner as they open doors for an exciting new screenwriting workshop for aspiring creatives. And on the topic of powering the future, CEO Leroy Almendaris leads the conversation on solar expansion, rural electrification, and cutting-edge energy solutions. Tune in Monday, April 20th at 6:30 a.m. on Open Your Eyes and start your morning right.
Introducing BB Insurance, built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
After meeting with the Ministry of Transport on Thursday, the Belize Bus Association says talks were largely favorable, with operators backing away from any immediate fare increase. The association instead appealed for administrative approval to adjust its fares to what the National Bus Company has in place. The association also agreed to give Cabinet time to review the matter and hold off on its plan to halt operations on Monday. The association did warn that bus services could shut down midweek if no solution is reached during Tuesday's cabinet meeting.
I believe it was favorable because being realistic is that we are not asking for a price increase. So I believe that they would be able to assist us with that. And we didn't stress the issue with the GST and the subsidy due to the fact that the operators say, here, what we know it's we're in some tough times, and we don't want to pass that any way, shape, or form on our commuters, because then that will be extremely tough for them. So we look at it and we sat down and we met and we say, here, what the NBC charges this, which is in 19 cents, and that doesn't need cabinet approval. They just need to write and give us a letter of permission to say, okay, then you can charge the same thing as NBC, which is the 19 cents per mile, and we abandon the 14 cents. The minister had asked us, that cabinet had asked for us to hold off our position for Monday and let them see what they can arrange or assist and choose them in cabinet meet. So I've spoken to the members after the meeting, and they decide, okay, in good faith, we would allow the minister and cabinet to meet and then see what would be that response on Tuesday. The member had shared that they have been reasonable so far with the request from the minister and his position so far, but they have also said that if it's not a favorable response, they will shut down operation on Wednesday. They won't continue to provide the service.
As the future of the public bus system remains under the microscope, we turn to a veteran voice in the industry for perspective. Belize Bus Association President Philip Jones says the national bus company faces challenges that go far beyond fuel prices and fares. Drawing on years of experience, Jones argues that NBC's own operational structure puts it at a disadvantage compared to smaller private operators, calling it top-heavy and questioning how the company manages to keep up with its day-to-day costs.
I see they have their challenges. And to me, their challenging they're facing is a little bit more greater than us, because then when we speak about economy of scale, if you compare the NBC with the small bus operator, the small operator, they don't have a management team with high salary involved. They're their own drivers, their own conductor, their own washman, clean man. So their expense is very minimal compared to NBC, because they don't source buses or servicing. They do them themselves. So you will find the economy of scale work best for them, because then if they have any problem with brakes or lining or anything, they will do it themselves, than to have service outsource their servicing, compared to a company that has about 6 or 7 managers and operational staff, personnel. So we find it that they are having far more challenges that we are facing at this time. So we feel like that they probably are getting some sort of assistance or some revenue stream that they are getting for assistance, because there is no way that they are operating more efficient than the regularly small man that they are operating at this time that does it all.
We'll continue to follow the divide between the BBA and NBC closely monitor the outcome of Tuesday's cabinet meeting. On Wednesday, we revealed documents that are raising serious questions about how BEL parts ways with its employees. Those records show senior executives leaving with hefty severance packages. Tonight, the spotlight shifts. We'll show you the exit package of a member of the Belize Energy Workers for Justice and the stark contrast it reveals. News 5 Shane Williams has this story.
2 exit letters, same company, very different outcomes. In June 2011, a senior executive exited BEL with a substantial compensation package. $45,000 for vacation days, over $300,000 from pension contributions, and severance equivalent to 1 year's salary of more than $156,000. Fast forward to November 2023, a very different letter tells the story of Sean Nicholas, a 31-year employee terminated on medical grounds. Nicholas had his first stroke while working with the company in 2019, and then a second in 2022 before he left the company in 2023. His exit package showed deductions taken from him for Social Security benefits during his stroke recovery, and his portion of pension contribution and investment growth higher than the company's contribution. Notably, unlike the executive's case, no severance payment is listed. The contrast is striking. One employee leaves with hundreds of thousands of dollars in benefits, including severance and long-term perks. The other, after 3 decades of service, exits owing money. We reached out to the Belize Electricity Limited on Wednesday for clarity on the apparent disparity in exit packages. The company responded today saying, quote, BEL pays departing employees in accordance with BEL's established policies and the applicable laws. Given the private nature of the contents contained in the letters to past employees, further disclosure of their information is only appropriate where we receive the consent of the past employee. Meanwhile, other members of the Belize Energy Workers for Justice are expected to make their exit letters public at the demonstration scheduled for tomorrow morning at the Michael Finnegan Market. Shane Williams reporting for News 5.
Still ahead, the drums come alive tonight in Belize City.
Tourism in the Caribbean is evolving, and the way we grow it matters more than ever.
The Sustainable Tourism Conference 2026 is the Caribbean's premier space for forward-thinking tourism leaders. The conference will be held in San Pedro and Burgess Key from the 27th to the 30th of April, and the conference is hosted by the Belize Tourism Board and the Caribbean Tourism Organization.
If you are part of the tourism industry, whether in hospitality, a tour operator, or managing a destination, this is for you.
This year's theme, Tourism in Full Color, explores how we grow tourism sustainably and inclusively across the blue, green, orange, and purple economies.
You'll gain practical experience, connect with regional and international leaders, and you will drive the future of tourism in Belize and the wider Caribbean.
And getting involved is simple. Registration is quick and easy with multiple payment options to suit your needs.
So, if you've been thinking about attending,
now is the time.
Join us.
See you in Belize at STC 2026.
Belize, your voice is shaping our future. The Ministry of E-Governance is hosting National ID Project public consultations, and we're coming to you. Orange Walk, you're up first. Thursday, April 23rd at Central Park, 6 p.m. Come, learn, share, and help build a better ID system for all Belize. Then Belize City, it's your turn. Join us Friday, April 24th at the Biltmore Plaza at 5:30 p.m. Show up, speak up, because your voice matters in creating a smarter, more connected Belize.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP. 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
Everybody, smart leading everything, smart give you everything, smart offer everything, smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west, smart are the best, darling. Double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my smart plan, want it right now. Me want my smart plan, want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Cause me want my smart plan, want it right now. Smart.
A troubling pattern is emerging tonight. For the third time in just 1 week, a young man reported missing has been found dead. This time, the victim is 24-year-old Steve Lewis of Dangriga. Lewis, a delivery man, left home Tuesday morning for what was supposed to be a routine job and never made it back. His mother, Suseli Lewis, says her son received a call that day from someone in Dangriga who hired him to make a delivery to a farm in Silkgrass Village. That was the last time his family heard from him. This morning, a search party made a devastating discovery. Lewis's body was found in a body of water in Silkgrass Village. As the community reels from yet another loss, the family is now questioning the circumstances surrounding his death and suspects foul play. His mother spoke with News 5 shortly after learning of the discovery.
We have a set of search team will come out, right? And so, I don't want to call no name. So they have one of my friends where come through the back by the BTL tower, Paris, Southern Road. And then it come back, he said his smell was scent and he said concuss. So he stopped. When he stopped his cycle, it smelled for the scent. Mm-hmm. And then he gone direct to her in the ditch. In a lagoon, like a lagoon, like drain stream. Based per footage, that's why I tell you that's how we expect foul play. That's something unusual to we, because he, Junjun, that was leave boy, were a family person, Junjun no come out. Right, so that's unusual for we. As he go do for he deliver, he go right back home, and he no come out until he get to a call again. Then he come out again.
That morning when he disappeared, he was working. Was he working?
Yes, he made it work. The caller, they got do a delivery. The young man called a Lakeland, they got do a delivery, and then he the young man tell her bring a cover up helmet. That's the way the young man tell us from the baby gonna look for a cover-up helmet, gonna pick up the person and shoot out a Dangriga.
Shoot out a Dangriga with the person?
With the person on the cycle. Yes, do a delivery ride to make them go drop her that work the farm, the Silkgrass farm.
Lewis worked as a delivery man for 6 years. His mother says that they will leave the matter in the hands of investigators. Police are still piecing together what led to a late-night shooting in Corazal that sent a young man to the hospital. It happened Thursday night as 20-year-old Wilbert Jonathan Veos was dropping off a friend, Christopher August, at his home. Investigators say a gunman suddenly opened fire, hitting Veos multiple times. He was rushed to the Corazal Community Hospital, where he remains under medical care. Police say the attacker didn't stop there. Moments later, the gunman turned the weapon on August and tried to fire, but the gun reportedly misfired, giving August the chance to run to safety. The shooting unfolds against the backdrop of heightened tension within the Veos family. Wilbert Veos is the grandson of Arnaldo Veos, who was shot and killed in Corazal on October 31st last year. Just last week, police charged 2 men in that murder. While authorities have not confirmed a link between the 2 cases, they say the investigation into Thursday night shooting is continuing. Tonight, the sound of culture and celebration takes center stage at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts as the highly anticipated Battle of the Drums album launch and music concert will highlight upcoming stars and honor legends of the last 40 years. The album features 9 award-winning songs from the Battle of the Drums event since 2017. President of the Battle of the Drums, Darius Avila, says the event will not only showcase rich rhythms of Garifuna music, but also highlights a major push to elevate and protect local artists. We spoke with Avila about the significance of this initiative and what audience can expect from tonight's showcase.
We'll be launching the album tonight. The album, comprised of 9 original Garifuna songs, will be streamed in over 20 streaming platforms. So what does that do for the artists? One, it introduces the artists formally to the world music industry. Two, it provides rights to these artists for their music. Three, it provides protection to the artists to enable them to benefit from their original work. And finally, it monetizes. It brings about a level of monetary benefit to the artists for their original works. So tonight is the launch right here at the Bliss, starting at 7 p.m. It will be in a concert style that we are launching this album. Each artist will be performing their song. Each artist on the album will be performing their songs. 9 songs will be performed, backed up by Sweet Pain 3.0. Pen Cayetano, Adrian the Duck Martinez, Chico Ramos, Mohabob Flores, and Peter Plutz Flores. So each of these individuals will also be performing during the concert, at the end of which they will be awarded. And finally, those who have gone before us but have contributed significantly to the music, so much so as to take it to the World Music Awards, namely Andy Palacio, Aurelia Martinez, and Paul Nabor, did that with the Garifuna Collective. So we will be giving out posthumous awards to these individuals, to their beneficiaries.
Tickets are on sale at the Bliss for $20 and the event kicks off at 7 p.m. sharp. There's more news after the break, so please stay tuned.
In the heart of the Kayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easier for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we're powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
When the job calls, you need a truck that works as hard as you do.
strong, reliable, and built for the load. The Jack Freight Truck gets the job done. From the lumberyard to the worksite, power your business with confidence. I can count on Jack to get the job done right.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Walk, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about city, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
In May 2025, we shared a story about a mother who sought financial assistance for her mentally ill son, Brenton Young. Tonight, Brenton Young is once again seeking public support for her son. She says that he's currently being rehabilitated at Jacob's Rehabilitation Farm in the Corazal district. Young, however, explained that she's unable to meet the $800 monthly fee that she says the center is charging to house her son.
The reason why I'm asking for the public family help because for my son, because they're in a Jacob farm, we may think that when they may get sick, they may overdose, that everything may go good, they may walk back again, we bring her back for interview, it may go back, they sell the biscuit and chips, everybody may love to see that, and all of a sudden they just get back sick, and before he lose his mind, I try to find help, so that break down her tears because I don't know what happened to her. And well, I try to find help in our place I call Jacob Farm Rehabilitation, and before I reach her we have to go through NCC, Control Drugs Abusement. They said another one where smoke it, the one where inhale it, where people smoke, and where they don't overdose her, and that they need blood already. It may affect your head, and it may go different. Because when you get food, they say they feed the people out of the book, and sometimes cry. Like, I don't know what it happened. Right now, I ask the public, please can help, because I need it for Brenton. Brenton need it right now because they charge $800 a month, plus $100 to give to them for buy a medication and other things like what he need, like maybe Talpipa Edora and different things. So he's on Jacob Farm Rehabilitation Place.
Young says any financial assistance can be deposited into Jacob's Rehabilitation Farm's Atlantic Bank account. The account number is 100-249-9811. Young can also be contacted at 667-4777. Before we leave you, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story, NBC at disadvantage, says Bus Association President Miguel Sanchez commented, "If you settle for an increase, it's an open door for the government to continue raise in the future. Fight for fuel prices to go down." Turning to search ends in tragedy for Dangriga delivery man, Patty Gentle shared, "This is just sad and ridiculous. Every day a mother is crying for her baby. Belize got to do better. This is out of control and unacceptable." Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at greaterbelize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Jamie Rock. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, have a happy and safe weekend. Good night.